So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
65, Panther 11, Panther 11.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
Down, 6, mega.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going underneath, Gibbs has it. They'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. Well, this defense for the Falcons, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
Second and 3. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say we should have done better there.
And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking that
he's got him in, complete. He'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
60, Cougar 19, Dragon 60, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Now 3rd down and very long.
Set, punt. Blue, 32. Right. Steal, black. Set.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Fielded just inside the 30. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Second and 10.
Here we go. Ready.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught at the 25. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 45 yards.
I would say just add that one to the total big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
19 tight. 19. Here we go. Set. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. 7 Pirates. Ready.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. There's Hall bringing in another one. And down inside the 15 he goes. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down.
Let's go. 79 Broncos. 60 Bison. Go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And the Falcons are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Ready?
They'll look to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there with an amazing diving catch. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point splits the uprights. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
14. Lions 3.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And space tough to come by there as they get maybe a yard to the 37. You talk about this Falcon defense.
Yeah, they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
You have to like the way that they've played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve that ranking.
Ready,
Second down and 8.
set, red, yellow, 45, ready.
He'll drop to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Here is third and quite a ways.
Set.
Gibbs on the toss left.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He went backwards 5 yards there on third down to bring up fourth.
Well, this drive's been one to forget. They ended up going backwards on third and long and ended up going to the sidelines with their tail back between their legs. And now they have to pump the ball away.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Take it at the 37. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return.
And it will be Falcon football. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Ready.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's a touchdown.
A great effort there. With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
Here we go. Strike 2. 33. Yellow.
Second and 15. Finds Gibbs in the check down. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's pulled in at the 32. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
Wide open receiver complete. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 35.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10.
Dragon 60.
Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
On play action, they'll throw. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Falcons are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Falcons 28, Lions 3.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Come on, set.
And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
2nd and 9.
6, level, down. Yellow, 22. Set.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Third down.
On the double.
We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up.
33, red, yellow. Drill green. Steel, black. Ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
Ready.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot.
The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Set, hut. Black, 95. Ready.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
Setting up the screen, this is Gibbs.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
Here's 3rd and 3.
Ready, ready. 10 black. Green jack. Set.
They'll look to throw here. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken at the 15. 21 yards. Well done on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
36-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Here we go. Set.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
The score, Falcons
Extra point right down the middle. And the rout is on here in this first half. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
They're on the 21-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Yellow, 22.
They'll set up a throw.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. But, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Oh, they'll try and sneak this. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Here comes the Lions punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. 31 yards on the punt there. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Ready? 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Touchdown! A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Falcons will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Falcons 42, Lions 3.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
For the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports.
And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster the first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot. Pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Here we go. Red, 38.
Counterplay, here's Gibbs.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Let's go. Drill green. Ready?
Now back to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like the empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
6 yards to go.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
First down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Picked up a first down.
Now he's into the clear again.
Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. 56 yards.
And the Falcons have got it on cruise control.
This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
That's Keely Ringo who is there in on the stop. We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the 3rd quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game, giving them no openings, no seams, and now they've got this game well in hand.
Set, ready. 50, green. Set.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Come on, set, ready.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Blue stripe, 33, yellow. Hut, hut.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down.
Set, hut. Black 40. Flag 2. Edo blue. Hut, hut.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
And the Falcons are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Let's go now.
They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to bring up second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Under pressure, and down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blow.